It's 8:08 in the morning time on this Saturday morning, December 7th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Chillo Morning News on this Saturday morning, December 7th, 2019. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Saturday morning, December 7th, 2019. It's 8:08 and 27 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News. Saturday Morning News is White House says it won't participate in impeachment hearing. In prisoner swap, Iran frees American held since 2016. The Defense Department reviewing screening of foreign students after Saudi national kills 3 people at school and naval base. Former Republican lawmakers tell current GOP considered full evidence of impeachment. UPS community is mourning the loss of Frank owners and GoFundMe pages are popping up. While the UPS employee died after his truck was hijacked in Florida was covered in root for an average driver, his brother said. Maybe this is why Pete begins to try to say about empathy. Bankrupt PG&E reached a $13.5 billion settlement with California wildfire victims. 3 fired over 19 photo with West Virginia correctional employees. 13 visual captured after escape from Nashville detention center. Trump multiplied to designate Mexican drug cartels as terrorists. 12 protesters killed in Baghdad as clerk warns against foreign interference. Experiment closes critical gap in weather forecasting. Ancient word reveals way to illustrate toxic cells and disease. In news from the Sun Chronicle, state argument argues that there is no First Amendment issue in the Mitchell Carter case. Foxborough maintains dual tax rate. In Norton, police arrested a Taunton man and fire allegedly stealing wire fencing from property in town. Police about 1:20 p.m. responded to Bay Road for a possible breaking and entering. A nearby resident notified police that there was a man on the premise of the vacant condemned property. Police Lieutenant Todd Jackson said. Patrolman David Rusky observed a vehicle and driveway backed up to the garage and the property and observed the man attempting to remove rows of wire fencing from the garage, Jackson said. After a brief investigation, Daniel Richard Taunton was arrested. Richard was charged with larceny from a building and breaking and entering in the daytime. Norton Patrolman Joshua Archer and Detectives Charles Turcott and Nicholas Precourt assisted. A tale to Foxborough as residents proved. Gillette Stadium plans 20 years ago turned into a portion of a small town in a world-class complex. A historic home on 240 Taunton Avenue, Norton, and undergoing extensive renovations was heavily damaged by fire Friday night. Evidence to the train at Route 18, the Christmas space does look like more terminal collector warehouse, but it's got a wonderland of ornaments, reef trinkets, and twinkle lights. Peter Childers' time is 8:12 on this Saturday morning, and it's time now for a Peter Childers Sports Report. Boston Celtics over the Denver Nuggets at the TD Garden, 108-95. Tonight, Boston Bruins taking on Colorado Avalanche. Game time 7 o'clock. Orange Ducks will change the schedule report to the search of CFP. What happened to the 49ers missed out on Why the college football playoff finishes on Georgia this weekend. Peter Childers' time is 8:13. Time now for Peter Childers to check. Beep! On the MTA rail line transfers between Barton and MTA suspended in place by shuttle bus beginning 8:45 p.m. Friday and all times on Saturday and Sunday. Looking good, and the Ferries, they are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways in New England on this Saturday morning. Providence vicinity. One 146 at the southbound side, a little bit slower on Route 116 in Lincoln, but the Providence vicinity looking good. In Southern Rhode Island, looking good. And the Cape Cod highways are looking good. Southeastern Massachusetts highways are looking good. Route 1 on the northbound side, also the rear stretch, and 128 at southbound side, slow. Then around Linfield, Brennan area due to an accident on Route 128 on the northbound side around Route 129 Brennan. 395. Otherwise, looking good from 128 New Hampshire border. Central Mass highways are looking good. Route 91, the northbound side, slow around Route 5 in Holyoke, and 91 southbound side, so the Northampton stretch. 84 eastbound side, Little Stone, New Britain stretch. 38 southbound side, Little Stone and Bridgeport, Connecticut. 95 northbound side, so around Fairfield down to Bridgeport and up and over New England. 8789 southbound side, Little Stone up St. Louis Bought, and R15 at the northbound side, so South America towards Montreal. Peter Chill due side is 8:15 down that far. Weather report's going to be sunny skies today. It'll be cold at about 32 degrees. Northwest about 7 miles an hour. For the next, going to be clear skies with a low about 9 above. And northwest about 5 miles coming in the evening for Sunday. And clear skies about 37 degrees. Coverage coming south around 6 miles in the afternoon for Sunday night. Slight change of shots after 4. Mostly skies about 34 degrees. So for about 7 miles an hour, gust highs 20 miles an hour, turns to 20%. Monday, shots may after 1 p.m. Patch 4. 11 a.m. iron 56 degrees. A low about 51 degrees at just pitches 8%, southward about 5 to 50 miles of gust highs, 26 miles an hour. And for Tuesday, showers likely May afternoon, clouds got about 58 to about 32 degrees, southwest about 11, 60 miles, shipping to northwest about 5 to 11 miles an hour, just pitches is 65% for Wednesday, it's just no shower before 1 p.m. Mostly guys about 37 to about 20 degrees, west about 3 to 6 miles an hour, west gust highs 21 miles an hour, just is 40%. And for Thursday, sunny skies about 29, about 17 degrees, northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour, coming in the evening, and Friday, most spots about 36 degrees. Cabo Cave southwest about 5 miles in the afternoon, and right now, Norton and it's 27 degrees. That's coming for the Peter Chill. Saturday morning news on this. Saturday morning, 7th, 2019. Viewers will be able to good morning, goodbye day, to the wonderful day.